Hi, my loves. It's Michelle from Divine's Purpose. How are you? I had about 30 minutes and I was called to do this reading in regards to an in-depth energy update of what I posted on my Instagram account today. So, attention, Lightworkers. This is going to be talking a little bit more about masculine energy. And as you know, if you are a spiritual being or a light worker, which if you're a light worker, you're spiritual. This is understanding the ego and the death of the ego and the energy that is here right now at this current moment in time. Obviously, this reading can resonate in a future date, as time really is an illusion, but this is also understanding what's happening right now. And, this is a really big, clear message that I received. And it's understanding that we're going through such a huge transformation in masculine energy, the distorted masculine energy, that Tofu, sorry, the dog. Anyhow, that we really have to understand that when you are in a toxic, wounded, distorted ego energy, and you're trying to do your light work, it's not going to happen. That message that I put on Instagram, and if you do have Instagram, I suggest you follow me at Divine's Purpose. Everything is under the description box below. This is understanding that we have to retreat and heal our ego. Like, take it easy and retreat. Obviously, if God, because God comes first, source, divine, however you want to take it, is pushing you to do anything that has to do with your light work, please follow. But when you're healing and something is going on, retreat. Take the time to heal, because there are triggers there that are happening through the motion of ego death, the dark night, which just is the energy right here, right now, the dark night of the soul and the ego death. We felt this about 5-6 months ago, but now it's a really big shift, and a lot of things are being exposed. A lot of the distorted masculine energy is being exposed. I just saw online that a basketball player has lost his life. And, I won't be surprised if a lot of exposed energy will come off of that, because too many of us have been idolizing other people, which is not healthy. No one should be idolizing anybody in such a way that it takes time away from self, family, or God. And this is going to be a really big realization. So to the basketball player who passed away, rest in peace. God bless your soul. And let's talk about this energy that is here in a little bit more depth. Now, there is a very strong message of the ego and understanding your ego. A lot of people don't want to see it, especially the wounded, distorted ego, because they're so comfortable with the lies they tell themselves. But if you are in a very unhealthy place, deceit, I suggest that you get healing and therapy or whatever you need to, because the thing is, my loves, you are being called forward, and this is a part of the ascension. So a lot of people right now are seeing visions, are having dreams, are having really big messages come through in the motion of, dream time, meditation, driving in your car listening to music. That's funny. So this is understanding that the ego is coming through. Message, being summoned forward. Visions, deceit. And the last shadow card is love. So one thing that you have to understand is, when I say God, when I say source, when I say divine, it's the energy of love. Nothing is real except for love. So all of these distorted, wounded energies that are coming forward in this healing of the ego is the illusion, okay? So first and foremost, if you're not ready to heal your ego and you don't resonate with this video, please click off now, because this is not the right time for you. For those of you who are part of the awakening journey, if you're part of the twin flame journey, soulmates, karmics, whatever label y'all want to use, you have to understand this is a soul contract that is coming forward, and you're being called forward. You're summoned. You're being called forward to what? Your soul's mission here. There's a reason why God told me to name my channel Divine's Purpose. I didn't even think of that name because prior to that, it was like Royal 47 with my twin at the time. And I don't even remember how that happened. It was literally just a message in a bottle that came to me. And I was like, oh, take it. Like, be obedient. This was during my awakening. And I told you guys on Instagram, and if you're part of the twin flame journey, you understand that, you know, your twin is really here to be the catalyst. Sometimes it feels like a karmic. It can be all of the above. It just depends on the contract your soul's made for this existence. But I told you guys that, you know, when I was with my twin physically, I was rejected over and over again. And then when I had the courage to go forward to speak my truth, I got rejected again. And that was my start of the ego death and the dark night of the soul. Like, I had 2 days straight of purging. Like, I had to hide and I couldn't talk to anybody. Like, I couldn't even function. It was really dramatic. It was a lot to handle. And a lot of people are actually going through that right now. So please understand, if you're feeling these energies that you don't understand, this is a part of the awakening. But there's a bigger motion in play here. And this is understanding that you're being summoned forward to become the divine self you chose to be in this life. Not your physical existence. I'm talking about your soul, your soul's contract. And, you know, the reason why you're being summoned forward is because it's time. You know, if you follow me and other people like me, you know, we keep saying the time is now, the time is now. So through this ego death, you know, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult. A lot of people will be triggered. A lot of illusions will be revealed. A lot of feelings will be coming up. A lot of things will be destructive. But this is the beauty of healing your ego, because I will have to say that I believe in the ego. Personally, I do. I just don't think that the wounded, distorted ego is healthy. It's very toxic. You know, the biggest shadow that we have to face in this reality, and being a shadow worker and dealing with personal clients that I talk to, and also dealing with my own journey as a divine feminine on the twin flame journey, is codependency. Now, codependency comes in so many different forms, but it all stems from the wounded, distorted ego that we were programmed to believe through the masculinity of this program, of the illusions, of the lower dimensions, okay? A lot of people say, you know, that is the devil energy. Well, yeah, everything could be a devil energy if the root of the tree is fear. So a lot of people are actually really fearful of facing their ego, because it's understanding that, one, you've been lying to yourself for a very long time, and that's the worst betrayal. 2, to do the work and heal is work. It's complicated and it's difficult. And that's why it's very important that you actually meet people in your journey, the community, which the community card is just facing right at me, and the number 7, which is beautiful, and 3, the trilogy. Anyways, so you can talk and understand who you are and understand the ascension journey. There's a lot of things, especially in the twin flame family, that has to do with codependency energy, which is not okay. Please, one moment. Thank you. So, number 11, 38, deceit. You have to understand that you've been lying to yourself for a very long time because it probably felt good. If you saw my last video on YouTube, you know, it was very revealing. And a lot of truths are coming forward right now through this motion of being called forward. You can only have free will for so long until the divine comes in and orchestrates this amazing tower moment. And I say it in that way because I've experienced it, but it is somewhat amazing because we're trying to get back into this energy of love and really pay attention to the messages that are coming in right now, good, bad, and ugly, y'all. There's a lot of things being shown right now through the motion of the moon. Now, the moon cycles have been very powerful. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, so I'm not surprised this came out with this. But this is my shadow deck, so this is understanding the dark side of love. And the thing is, again, It's the duality of life. It's just like karma, guys. There's good and bad karma. The thing is, a lot of us right now are clearing up the bad karma from past lives or even this life through the motion of, yeah, I was in my ego then, the wounded, distorted energy. I didn't know better. Now I'm healing and I really see who I am and I see my journey. So I'm going to clear up this energy. Another message that I want to give you very quickly, and if you do follow me on Instagram, was this. A lot of light workers prior to healing and ascending is in the motion of, or we were in the motion of, I'm going to say it in this way. We were in the motion of being very selfish. And that ego, that distorted, wounded ego wants us to be selfish because it doesn't want to see the light. It doesn't want to see the love. It's taking us down that rabbit hole. But like Dorothy says, like, Toto, we're not a Kansas anymore. It's like that awakening, like something has changed, something is different, something is not right here. And your soul is being drawn forward to realize who you really are without the ego, the wounded ego. I have to say it in that way. Because the healed ego is actually really beautiful, in my opinion. It's actually keeping you protected. But when you step in the motion of being healed or healing, you level up, you rise up, you have a different perspective. You don't take things so personally. You can see other things going on behind the scenes. That person who is in a distorted, wounded ego, you can see it and you don't have anything but love for them because you know where they are and you give them compassion. So, it's really understanding the difference between the duality, y'all. And trust me when I tell you, if you are a light worker and you really are wanting to go out there and do your work, please step back and ask yourself why you're doing the work. If you feel like it's coming from a wounded, distorted ego energy, please hold back. Because I'll tell you this, when you're healing, that is the right time to be selfish because you're healing. But when you're not healing and you're ready to do light work, this is a completely different aspect of life, you guys. We are so selfless. Everything is in the motion of action and being obedient. We are in service. That's what we're here for. And, as a twin myself, I know that, to be successful in your union with your twin, and this is for us twinners, what's poppin', my love? Everybody, not everybody, pause. Let me get my words right. Okay. Majority of people on the twin flame journey is so codependent on, I want to be with my twin. Okay, fantastic. Okay, who doesn't want to be with their twin? Your souls made this contract to come into this life to do mission work, to do service work, to be selfless, not selfish. But wait, pause. What happens when you're with your twin? Then what? You're just going to be sitting in front of the TV all day, Netflix and chill? That ain't going to work. That's not going to work. And that's why a lot of people who are in a twin flame journey keep going through that cycle of together, not together, together, not together. When I say separation, that's an illusion. You're never really separated from your twin. Best believe that. But this is understanding this energy of the ego and understanding things from a different point of view. So let me see this the prophet oracle cards, which I'm in love with lately, and see what messages are going to come forward here. Buying and selling again. This came out last time. The land and the sea shall be bountiful, buying and selling. I feel like this is a different card. This is understanding, again, that motion of buying and selling of one's soul. Who are you really giving your energy to? Be very wary of it. And I'm going to tell you guys this, that exposed energy will expose certain people in your life that you think were close to you. But this is a brand new start. There's a brand new beginning here through this motion. And that distorted masculine energy that's within all of us, but especially for divine masculines right now, are really coming into exposed and change. Open your heart onto the body of life. And this is the death card. Like, can this be any more clearer? And I'm wearing black and a turtleneck. Like, hello, welcome to the death energy. Like, I just realized what I'm wearing. Anyways. I am an intuitive reader. I don't follow cards by the book. I haven't even opened the book. And looking at this image, I see a lot. First of all, I see, what's his name? Johnny Depp. And I love him because he plays such amazing characters. But there's this sadness in this guy's eyes. And then I keep noticing these two energies on his forehead. Kind of look like wings to me. Anyways, open your heart onto the body of life. You know, there's this big energy right now that masculine energy is really going through, guys. And it's that understanding of who you are. Make not a bond of love, marriage. Number 4, foundational changes. And then to love life through labor is to be intimate with life's inmost secrets work. You know, can Spirit clear this up any more beautifully? You know, this is the energy of the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, the work that the Divine Feminine has been putting through very strongly. This is also the feminine energy within all of us. You know, we're really going through that rebirth process. And there's that baby with the 3 women that has to do with your spiritual angels, your guides. Oh, it's getting really dark in here. And then you have marriage for foundational changes. And look at this. He looks like Christ on a cross, but there's a woman in front of him and they're both naked and they're intimate with one another. And this has to do with the foundational changes that is happening. Okay, so I want to finish up before it gets dark. Plus I have dinner plans. So, you know, this ego death energy that's here, it is very strong. This message that just came out was really beautiful because it's telling us the depths and sorrows of this death. The death energy came out with the buying and selling of one's soul. You know, it's that motion that we've heard before, like, you know, don't sell your soul to the devil because you will never get it back. This is a part of the ascension as well. When you look at the judgment card, and you know, with God, there's never any judgment. With that judgment card is death, is rebirth, is change. That's what it really means in tarot, in my opinion. So when you see the ascension, you know, and you feel like you're being called summoned and you know this, yeah, you might have a choice to stay, but some of us don't have a choice. And things just constantly end up being in this cycle of, like wrong. Like it just keeps, not wrong, but wrong. Like bad things keep happening. Like literally. That's the only way I can tell you. You know me, I'm a straight shooter. Bang, bang. If you don't like it, you can exit. I don't know what else to tell you. But this is understanding that you're being summoned forward and everything that you no longer want to bring with you must die. There is that death process that I experienced, I have to tell you. And then everything changed, guys. Everything changed. I am so blessed for this journey. I am blessed for all of it. And even the deepest wounds I had to go through. And, you know, as a twin, you know, this journey is very lonely. You know, you can't really talk to anybody about it because no one can really understand it. The last card here says laws. The ocean laughs always with the innocent. You know, this is like cosmic love, but I feel like the laws of the land, of the planet. The ocean laughs always with the innocent, you know. And this is a really big indication that, you know, there is going to be a lot of things coming forward in regards to the environment. And I said fire, now water. And when I hear this, it's like, you know, only a child can enter the kingdom of God. And it's understanding to never lose that innocence. We get so caught up in being perfect, wanting more things. That's the ego. You know, if you're really stepping into the motion of your heart, love, right? There's an innocence there. There's an innocence there that we lost. We lost from this journey called life. So, you know, there's a lot of deep messages coming forward. What time is it? 19. The last message, I think, I'm going to take one more, which will be, let's see what you're guiding me to take. The mermaids, okay. The mermaids have been coming up a lot, especially with the water energy, which is emotions. A lot of people are being triggered in the heart space right now because It's it's time. Ocean spells and rituals, time and tide, and this mermaid is drawing a heart on the sea. This card alone tells me so much about the energy. It's really a motion of the magic of the water, the magic of love, unconditional, real, spiritual love. And I feel like some of us are really creating this understanding of spells, but not bad spells, like love spells. And that's very easy to do. All you have to do is be real and say something that has to do with love in a real motion. Because, you know, this is the understanding of 44. Here's the masculine number of going home. Arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. There we go. So, you know, this is going home. If you would like to recycle your life and your soul and come back and do this again, because trust me, that will happen. Please do. But I'm trying to get home. I don't know about you, but I want to go home. I want to graduate. And I will do anything and everything to be obedient to God. That's just the journey of a light worker. Wave of power, a surge power, upswing in energy, accelerating movement, with unconditional love. You know, there is a very big, powerful energy coming. I wouldn't be surprised if this came in the motion of a hurricane, a tsunami, water. And there is going to be another big purge coming up. You know, if you follow me, like I said on Instagram, I do say like the next few months is going to be a really big energetic shift. Therefore, these emotions that water represents is going to be coming into really big fruition. And I hope that you guys are ready for it. I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you guys have done the work so you can be strong for what's coming forward for us in 2020. And, you know, everything is being cleared out for this new beginning, for this higher dimension, for, you know, love. So with that said, I hope this resonates. 22:38 on my clock. May it be blessed, y'all. I love you guys. Ting.